Guys, what a crazy week. We hit 1,000 subs. Well done. You guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for the amazing comments that we'll get to later on in this video. And just thanks. 1,050 subs. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. 5 months in and we've already hit the 1,000 subs. You guys are rocking it. Awesome. So to celebrate the 1,000 subs, we went out on my friend's boat. Well, he invited us out anyway, and we just hit the 1,000 subs on that exact day. So what a great, what a great thing to do. We went out on the boat. We went to Simcoe Lake, took the boat all the way up to the north of the lake, and had some lunch. It was really, really nice, chilled out day. My eyes are hurting. My voice is gone. It's yeah. I'm exhausted from that. Not used to them long, like early morning till get home in the evening days. So used to just working in the car most of the time. Anyway, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. You guys are awesome. You rocked it. So let's get on to some other things that happened this week. So as usual, the comments went absolutely crazy this week. The dumbest, the dumbest thing that Freeland's ever said. That video, I shot to my #1 video with about 16,000 views, which is a lot for my channel. Like I said, I'm not into the huge, massive views at the moment, but that's a lot for my channel. And yeah, I appreciate every single comment. I try to read every single comment. Sometimes it takes hours, but I try to read them all, guys. I do. If you see a heart on the comment, that means I've read it. So just keep pouring them comments in, keep liking, subscribing, whatever. I love it. It's great. It pushes the narrative that Trudeau isn't really wanted as a leader of our country, and like some of you said in the comments, you're embarrassed by him. So yeah, that's taken a big step from I don't really like his policies to, oh my God, he's embarrassing me and my country. I daren't even say I'm Canadian if I go anywhere. Anyway, let's move on to the comments, guys. So again, we had a healthy amount of comments. Really, really, really loads of great comments. No Speedy Gonzales this week, but we had some a great fluff by Freeland when she did that speech, and she's all about professionals, not amateur professionals, professionals being professional when they're in the professional and they're in the limelight and professionals. And I think what she's done to save some money for us taxpayers, she stopped using a speechwriter. Let's kick it off with Rob K. 5865.
She is utterly clueless. Our entire Liberal Party has a full-blown dependency on catchwords and phrases, including professionals. This is in lieu of being able to explain anything. CBC, Global TV City, well, there you have it, folks. Professionals have whatever it is, this time, well in hand.
Yeah, looks like we're being ruled by incompetent people who believe they are professionals. Trapper 9114.
Harvard, have you seen this? Do you realise she sort of represents you, right? Professionals in the government? Can you please introduce us to these geniuses? By any chance, did they also go to Harvard?
Harvard, it's a lot of money to go there, isn't it? To get that professional education, obviously. Red Hen says,
the question the reporter asked was, why did you issue this travel advisory and did you consult with the Biden administration on it? And the answer was, I like apples.
You guys are so funny. Some of the comments, I can't go through all of them, but some are just so funny. That's why I wanted to do this. Just give back to some of these comments, because it takes me hours sometimes to read them, and you obviously don't go through all the comments yourself. You put your comment down and you might read one that's near or below. But yeah, some are just awesome, guys. They're awesome. Tony Comissio.
Hard to believe she's Deputy PM and went to Harvard.
A lot of people on the Harvard thing, but there's other things as well. People are thinking that she's very much like Kamala Harris in the USA. But we'll get to one of them comments soon. Handus 19.
She graduated with bachelor's in underwater basket weaving.
Yeah, that's probably sounds about right. Janet Stokes.
Actually, she's doing a very good job at doing what she is told to do by the WEF. So is Trudeau. And Canadians are doing their part by ignoring and turning a blind eye and doing what Canadians do best, bending over.
Canadians are very polite. I have a thought on a video that I don't know. There's like this isn't these Sunday videos are the most popular videos that I do. So sometimes I'll might just leak an idea on here and see what you guys think maybe. But I think Canada is an experiment for the WEF. I really do. I think it's like some kind of huge, crazy experiment that they've set up, and Trudeau's like the leading, chemistry guy, putting all these ingredients in and seeing what comes out at the end, and they're choosing the nicest, friendliest people you could to try and probably get a civil war going. Anyway, that's for another video, maybe. So Jeff Snow 7749
says very much a word salad like Kamala Harris does in the USA.
And Drew Packman says,
sounds like something Kamala the clown would have said.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. You guys are pretty much on the ball. You're watching the US politics and the Canadian politics, and it looks like you've sort of made the link. They are crafted in the same hand. They are the same, but in a different country. Crazy. So then I did the video about not getting my money out of the bank. I have actually found that there is, thanks to one of the comments, there is a drive-through bank in the north of Ajax. But imagine if you go to that bank near that bank near is really close to where I live. And imagine if you had to use a bus or you were on your bicycle and you couldn't get cash from a bank because of all the reasons that I'd put in that video. That would be really annoying.
$5 fee to get your own money is just another example of exorbitant prices for no service and no value.
Exactly, yeah. Zero service. Like what? When was the customer is right thing? Brian says,
banks are not in the business of helping people. They're in the business of making money, period. I look at banks like a casino. They make you think their services are there for you, but the game is rigged against you. The money these big banks control is astounding. There are places in the world now where you can't withdraw more than $1,000. In fact, someone we know who wanted to withdraw $3,000 to buy a used car, the bank wouldn't let him. Seriously. That's right, here in Alberta, for sake. It will get much worse if the digital currency system comes in, much worse.
I had the same issue. I wanted to buy a car for my son. Well, loan him the money to buy a car from my line of credit. So I took it out of tried to take it out of my main bank, but they wouldn't let me have it. They wouldn't let me have the money out. They said I had to go in and do it. I couldn't do it from an ATM, and I also couldn't do it through the bank transfer thing because I didn't set it up. I didn't tell them I wanted my money. And then we had a nasty comment. Finally, I haven't had many nasty comments. And don't start doing nasty comments. I'm not asking for them. I'm just saying, yeah, we don't get many, so I'm happy about that. But Alan Viner says,
what a crappy webcast. They didn't refuse, they just aren't open because of safety reasons. Just go to another outlet. Lousy complainer. They didn't refuse it. You're a bit of a Karen, don't you think? Not happy, change banks.
Thanks, Alan. Yeah, I'll probably just go to the drive-through that I know about, that somebody told me about on the comments. The government gave a warning to the LGBT people about going to America. Like that's almost like, again, the government trying to split people up, like straight people and gay people, and trying to make it like, the far right in America is the same as the far right in Canada, and you got to watch these people. Again, it's some kind of chemistry thing going on with the government trying to split everybody up. So Michelle Marshall says,
I apologise for Canadians personally. I love you, Americans.
That was quite a feature in some of the comments, that people were slightly embarrassed about the Canadian government actually doing that to America and calling America a dangerous place to visit, when there are much more dangerous places that aren't even, highlighted on the travel thing. Brian says,
this is yet another case of the government using fear tactics for votes.
Yeah, exactly. And that brings us to the end of the comments. I'm going to try and keep up with the daily uploads, guys. There's so much going on in Canada. It's a crazy place at the moment. The government is so bad. It makes it not easy, but there's a lot of different topics to choose from. I'm trying to be more widespread with the topics and not report more like a news channel. It's more like I said, a reaction channel. And whatever's going on the radio usually prompts what goes on here, hence radio reaction. Anyway, it's enough of my waffle. See you next time, guys. Cheers. Have a great weekend.